everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Seahawks going up against the Monarchs. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the London Monarchs. Miller, the lone setback. They're going to give it to him running right. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Halfback sent in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Now let's go. 3, 19. Leopard. Motion. Reset. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the rookie Procise. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the left side, this is Stills. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Back 99, penalty. Here we go. Go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
Here we go.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. A second down carry for Procise. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on 3rd, it's Boykin. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, they run. Again, it's precise. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Boykin. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This will be caught at about the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced, and it's a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. DeAnthony
Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. In motion right is Thomas. From the gun, it's Boykin. And he's got Bennett. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So a good catch there. I think I could see him making a lot of catches with this team. He fits well, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Anyone who can get downfield, as this guy can, and go up and catch the football, you just design plays built for him.
On 2nd down, here's Boykin. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. On 1st down, Boykin. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They send Stills in motion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
The rookie Boykin to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Boykin. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get...
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Procise on the carry. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Boykin on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go play action here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. This is Procise, and he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here is Boykin. He'll dump it off to Procise. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll throw on first with Boykin. He's got time. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
From the shotgun, Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go!
On second down, here's Boykin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And he motions the wide receiver. Play clock winding down. On 3rd and goal, Procise. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a pickup of 21, and it's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. No. Check.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it with Miller on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by Miller. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kenny Stills, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 5th. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Round 38. Flex round.
They'll send Baldwin in motion left. from midfield now. Boykin. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. No gain, and it's second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Here's Boykin. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and short, it's Procise. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Let's go!
Now Boykin on 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look at it, move the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
All right, here we go. 290.
And the back goes into motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Stills right side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They send Stills in motion. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis able to get him for a loss of about 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Halfback sent in motion. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Check 43. Now let's go. No. Check Patriots. Here we go now. No. Check Patriots.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. In motion left is Thomas. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And this will be scooped up by the defense. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now this offense ready to take over again. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. On 1st down, Procise. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Boykin to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Boykin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So how many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Boykin wants to throw it. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
All right, week 1 in the books. It's just week 1, Charles, but to start off the season this way, great confidence builder.
Fantastic confidence builder, and every team we ever talk to always talks about winning on opening weekend, being 1-0, and setting the pace. The team that we saw win today did exactly that.
So for the Seahawks, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the